Hello. Hello, everybody. Alex, what's up? Peter, how you doing? Anit, Jishi, Sky, Kabu, how you doing? Cat, how you doing? Ice, Crispy. Crap, it's stream time. I'm excited. Before you guys get in a fit against me here, I unfortunately can't update anything on Stream Elements. It just won't let me. It just keeps crashing. Like the whole website just keeps freezing. So I've been trying for like 10 minutes. I wanted to do a giveaway today, but I can't update the tracker, unfortunately. So we'll just pause today's giveaways. I also can't update the build command. So before you guys get upset, I also cannot do that. Literally can't update stream elements. So the only thing I was able to update is our title for today's stream because it's on Twitch. So please, no one get upset with me, please. That's crazy to me. Oh my goodness, dude. Is it? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that it's crazy. My bad, everybody. Angie, my bad, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's been having a good one. I fixed my chair today, so now it's comfortable to sit in again, so that's good. Beard be looking thick. It is thick today, yeah. Can you update our relationship status? What do you want me to put? Gavin, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Seriously, it's so kind. How's the ice in Toronto? We got rain. It didn't freeze over, but they had an extreme weather alert today, so I don't actually know what's going on. Yeah, sorry guys, build command not working. I should just take it out of the title, but all the stream elements commands I cannot update. They're not letting me. I tried, maybe they'll be up soon, but I tried doing it even in chat, doing like a chat command to update them, but they just don't work. Nor can I even reset the sub goals. So unfortunately, I can't track anything today. So let's just not do sub goals today. We'll do another giveaway tomorrow. Just today we can't. Whatever. It's a chill day. That's all. You look more energized today. Today was the first day in a long time that I actually slept in. Normally I'm up by max 8:15, but today I actually slept in until 10 a.m. Crazy, right? Do you still have the cloud line? No, that's packed up. It's all packed up. Omni-type shill. Do you like my shirt? It says Omni-type on it.
God damn, dude.
D-Wood, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s, man. So kind, man. So kind. I really appreciate it, dude. Favorite switches right now? Believe it or not, I've been really... Okay, I have some interesting takes for switches. My favorite right now, but I just can't seem to... Well, there's reasons why, and I can't really get into it. I really like those roller switches. I have one pack left that actually I was working on today lubing. So I can't... it's not my absolute favorite, but I can't love them because I don't think they're making them anymore, which is kind of a shame. Other than that, yeah, Milky Yellows, MX2As, Nixies, let's just kick those out of the door. I don't think that's fair because those are my biases, but I also like Obscuras. Again, might be biased, but I love those switches. What else have I been really liking?
He less than 3.
Thank you, Boxster. Really appreciate the Prime, man. I have been really liking Gatoron Cap Yellows, so the Cap V2s. Those are awesome. What else? What is like under the radar? Those Sonya switches were really good too. Some of the new lineup of HMX have been great. You know, I'm actually starting to like SWK stuff less and less. As much as I think it's great, I'm becoming a little bit less of a fan of like the super high pitch sound. I think it's just my preferences kind of evolving. While they're still great switches, I think I've just been liking them less and less. Key Geek's good too. I feel like I'm a little bit in the same boat with Key Geek, but there are certain Key Geek switches that I feel like are amazing. W1 Diamonds have been great. I really hope they don't stop making those.
So nice.
So
Happy Sunday, Alex.
Thank
Hope
you.
your weekend is going well.
It's been good. Honestly, guys, yesterday I went out with a friend for lunch, and then we ran errands. And then I sat down and I lubed a whole bunch of switches. So I lubed this pack for a client, which was some new old stock 1992 switches. This is done. I actually used some interesting springs for these ones here to get them to be somewhat of the same feeling as when we opened them. Just the springs were terrible. If I show you guys the springs, they're all different colors too. And then I actually lubed today's batch of switches for the client. And then I'm starting to lube Kaisa switches. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I might list them, but these were interesting because I had to fiddle with these a lot to get like them sounding good. They come in boxes, and I remember trying these a while ago, and they're really nice, but they had like a weird crunch to them, and opening them up, because they're supposed to be pre-lubed, opening them up, I found that I had to lube the springs because the springs are bone dry. But for some reason they lubed the stems, but you still get a lot of spring crunch. And the springs are really good though. Like the springs on paper, they're pretty consistent. So I don't know why they didn't lube the springs on these. Also, the lube was rather inconsistent, so I've been going through these and re-lubing them with GS2, and they sound pretty nice. They're pretty smooth. So I don't know what I'll do with these when I'm done, but that's kind of been my thing. I've been watching a movie while I've been doing these, so. Shame, it's shower time. Guess Alex gotta come with. Hey, yo. But yeah. What is your favorite springs when spring swapping? I mean, I like 53.5 gram springs or 53 gram springs. It really depends on what I'm looking for. But lately, anything between 53 to 60 is my fave. Today we used 60s on these. These MX2As were done with a very light coat of GS2. Again, I've been loving GS2. This is my last syringe of it, and I don't know if Kinetic Labs is getting more. I need to reach out. This is my final syringe, and I'm pretty bummed. So once I run out of this, I'm done with GS2. So I need to either figure out how to source it more or figure out if Kinetic Labs is restocking this. I will use either single or double. Anything past that is just like too much for me. So that's kind of my my thoughts there. Let's put my phone over here. Need some water. 3 to 6 months? That's not going to last 3 or 6 months. I have GS1. Honestly, GS1 feels exactly the same to me. So I have one vial of that too. What do you put GS2 lube in? Honestly, I've been using it for everything. I've been kind of like low-key liking it more than 205. But 205 is more versatile because I can use it for stabilizers. So. Currently driving downtown with my homies, really hoping I don't get caught up in a marathon again. I don't think there's one today. If there was one today, dude, it would have been canceled because of the weather. Oh, I need water. What is the black board? This is the Vero. It's from Antipode. I've been loving this board right now. You need to try MX2A Nixies. I need to source some. I mean, I did source some actually. I haven't lubed them though. But yeah, I need to figure out that then. There's a lot of stuff I want to do this week here. I hope you guys have had a great weekend and hope it's been refreshing. This week here, dude, I am focusing on so many interesting things. I'll have the Cappy video up tonight because the Cappy extras are going up soon. And then I just have some other fun stuff. I should have some switches being listed on the website. I should have some other content going up. I should have some written articles. I might actually do my first opinion piece on my website this week as well. But I'm trying to enter, if you guys want, I guess, some thought process of mine, I'm trying to enter this week with a different mindset. Manta build whenever we get it in. I'm trying to enter this week with a different mindset. I've been a little bit preoccupied with just comparing. And I've talked about this for the last few months. I feel like I'm still like getting myself out of this mindset. But that's actually going to be what my articles, like what I'm going to write about. It's going to be a personal thing. It's not going to be like it might be a bit of keyboards, but I need to get myself out of the mindset of comparison and then feeling bad. I also need to start recognizing, and this is like some stuff I'm going to write about and whatnot. Meant to ship on Wednesday. I wonder how long it'll take to get to me. Do you know? Do you have an idea of how long? When should I book it then, Bull? Maybe we can talk about that. I need to stop comparing, and then I also need to stop feeling like for example, I'm going to talk about this because I feel like I want to, and I feel like I bottle things in sometimes and maybe complain to like loved ones, but it doesn't actually do anything for my situation. But I want to talk about and like write down and like air my thoughts and just a lot of things. Nothing bad, but just, how comparison has just been basically, like Kabu said, thief of joy. So, all right, cool. Week or so. Awesome. Hi DNA, how you doing, dude? We're doing a very special Kohaku today. I hope the owner is... I hope the owner's here. I don't know if he's here today, though. Writing is therapeutic? Yeah, it is therapeutic. Ooh, just hit my monitor. Also, this new colored wall that I have is like... I am vibing with so much. It made the room feel so different. So, absolutely loving that. Kalam complained about copies. Oh, you guys want to talk about that a little bit? Yeah, I saw that. Hilarious. I don't know what to say anymore, man. I've noticed that, though. And this is not a dig at anyone, but I've noticed that people who copy other people tend to complain the most and the loudest about people ripping them off. And it's not even just copying. I find the biggest grifters in the world will complain about other people stealing their spotlight because they can't grift as easy anymore. You know? I do find that. It's a very common thing that I see. It's because their originality, in quotations, gets threatened. So, if that makes sense. Hello, good looking? Thank you, dude. Oh, this is all getting blocked, by the way, Dynamics. I'm so sorry. Can't wait for Clem Manta, made from chrome-plated base metal. Oh, well. All right, let's take a look at this. But yeah, actually, some other updates. UPS did not call me back. They ended up sending me a email basically saying... We understand your complaints, however, we can't do anything, kick rocks. And it sucks, because that also, you know, from a bunch of different... Like, it kind of screws over the person who's sending the shipment. So, yeah, I might have to put something back on my website, because I had taken it down because they had gotten a lot better. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have to put something on the website again, just not endorsing UPS at this point here. Like, it's terrible quality, terrible service you get from them. And then what else happened this weekend? What other noteworthy events? Nothing really. People seem to be responding well to the Manta. Everyone seems to really like it. I think me and Bull are just nervous in how it's going to sound and the build there, but they didn't lose anything, actually, Alex. They, it was, in my opinion, even more, like, not as frustrating, but, like, even more, like, weird, is they shipped us something, or, so the client shipped me something, and then UPS never texted, emailed, anything. Didn't even, like, contact me. Instead, they sent a piece of letter mail out 8 days after they shipped it back to the client saying you owed duties and we won't deliver it unless you pay this. But by the time I actually received the letter mail, it was 20 days past the I guess it was they basically sent it on March 6th or something, and I got it on March 27th. Or March 28th, or whatever day it was, so. UPS, not USPS. USPS has been fine, so. How do people get Kohakus nowadays? I don't know how this one here is received, but this is a very special Kohaku that the client got Cerakoted. So, is this the PCB? I think so. And that's really it. Nothing else really happened this weekend. It's been pretty standard. I had a discussion with a friend about, you know, content creation as well. Actually, I'll talk a little bit more if you guys don't mind. Had a little discussion with a friend about content creation, and they were giving me some advice. But I love them to death, but I don't think I'm going to take it just because I'm happy where we are. And they were suggesting we go back to, like, doing YouTube shorts and, like, really making a push, not just, like, once in a blue moon. But I don't think I want to do that. I think that short form content is just not really my style. But yeah, they were just giving me some advice, basically to not stay, in their words, like, stagnant and doing the same thing. But I feel like we grow, content-wise. We do writing, we do other things. It's just not as, like, fast-paced. So, Haku approaching Bible pricing on aftermarket. Yeah, I've seen some prices of the Kohaku stuff. I don't necessarily agree with all these things, but, I mean, demand, I guess, right? You know? Alright. At the end of the day, we do what makes you happy. Yeah, the only thing I do want to make that I really, really want to start doing that I feel like would benefit me and a lot of people, just from like a learning about what's in the hobby standpoint, I really want to do a newsletter. I just don't know how to start. And I feel like that's also going to be a lot of work doing a newsletter. But I really, really want to make one. Like I want to make one where like every week I can give you guys some like insight or just like my takes on some stuff that have come out and maybe like, you know, just cool products and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe some like inside information, you know what I mean? Inside info. That would be great. I'd be down. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. It's not like exactly, ooh, what the hell's going on with this? Oh, this has been desoldered. I was like, what the hell is all this like flash over here? And okay, we'll have to test this. Not that I don't trust the client, trust them, but we're gonna make sure. Inside info, like Lily Drop. I mean, I don't know about that, but all right, we're gonna test this first. Let's grab tweezers. Come to me. That'd be awesome. I hope so. Honestly, I'd love a super deep dive on design, manufacturing, and materials. Yeah, I want to do more of like deep dive things too. I want to do a lot. There's a lot of things I want to do. It's just the grind from doing regular content is so, like keyboard content is so time consuming that it's hard to squeeze in other things sometimes. Okay, I'm not going to turn the noise on, but just give me a second while I do this. I don't know why I'm starting on this row here. If you ever want to talk about the newsletter, Alex, feel free to drop me a DM. I can help in some way. I would love to. Maybe I do need to collaborate
Hope
with
you're
someone on
having a
that.
good day, bro.
Who did that? Macklemore? Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Day's been good so far. I cannot complain. The weekend has been treating me rather well and rather chill. So, what about a renewal on a Marcia collab? Me and Marcia need to figure out time slots for that, realistically. That's like our biggest thing that I feel like we both need to really work on is like, how are we doing this and what days? Frozen pit. You know what, Ed? How about you write that article and I'll consider. How about while you build a board, you have the designer come on in Discord to discuss the project? We'll have Bull do that. If Bull's down when we do the Manta. Maybe I can start asking designers to do that as we build the board. Maybe while I'm like testing PCBs and like lubing stabilizers and stuff. That could be really cool. I had Riley do it that one time and everyone really liked it. So everyone thought that was like the coolest thing. And I agree, it was pretty fun. Co-op build, yeah. Dude, I was talking to my girlfriend about doing a vacation. And then I looked up prices of vacations. And then I laughed really loud, dude. And I was like, maybe not. Maybe this is not something we can and should do right now. I love the co-stream you did with Gio. Like, in-person co-stream? Thing is, there's not a whole lot of people who regularly stream. And that I know well enough to do that. I feel like a lot of my friends who used to stream don't stream anymore, so travel prices are stupid right now. Oh my god, I know. Just put $100 aside every paycheck for a vacation trip. Yeah, I've been doing that. I have like a little, I put like $20, $30 aside type thing. I tried to regularly stream, but not enough commissions. Yeah. Keyboards aren't as like, they're not as in depth as they once. Hear me out. My opinion is, I think with the advent of a lot of people just liking hot swap PCBs, and there's nothing wrong with hot swap, the build process is that much easier. That A, it shortens the build process, and B, you don't, like if people are, you know, in need of commissions and whatnot, it's just not a thing anymore. That's why I feel like maybe a piece of advice for anyone who wants to do any streaming, you kind of have to offer something else, which is maybe make the whole idea of the commission more of an entertainment thing. Obviously, while providing the best service possible, and maybe offer something else. Like what I do is I, offer free photos with whoever wants commission done, which is really cool. And then people get like 4K photos of their keyboards, which people have been really, really liking. And I've gotten some people tell me that like that's the only reason why they want to send it to me, which is cool. I like that too. So you and Gio are by far my favorite streamers. Both of you are so chilled, and I find it so relaxing watching you build processes. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Okay, this PCB is 100% good. Actually, let me see. No, I don't know where the owner is today. Did I not tell them it was 1 p.m.? I'm pretty positive. 1 second, guys. Oh no, I did. Okay, I don't know where they are. It's okay. They'll watch the VOD here. This is a custom Cerakoted fish. I didn't get your stickers, Alex? Gallo, I sent you stickers. I put stickers in every box. What do you mean, the new ones? Because I don't think, when I did yours, I don't think I got the new ones in yet. Very, very cool. Here, we're going to zoom in on this because my camera's pretty far out. I readjusted the camera, by the way, so when I do zoom out all the way, it covers the whole desk now, which was pretty fun to do. That was a fun little adjustment. Had to just shift some stuff around. But how awesome is this now? It's like super wide view of everything. But I don't think we'll ever need that. So we'll probably just leave it zoomed in a little bit. I know. Isn't this so nice? Look at this. Excellent choice by the owner here. Excellent choice. I feel like Mars Cadet would go super awesome on this. Okay, I'm going to put this back in the case for now. Calling it now, GMK Mars Cadet. Cass just called it. Extra, thank you again for the tier 1, man. I seriously appreciate that, bro. Seriously, man. Maybe China Customs get the milk? Yeah, I put a little... Did you get the thank you card too? I remember putting it in yours. I even wrote you a little note on yours because I really liked the build. I put a thank you card and like 4 or 5 stickers. Well, maybe 4. I don't think you got the new one. Cool. These are really good.
Best way
Love
to spend a Sunday. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate that, man. I try, man. I just want you guys to be happy, and I want to create a little fun, happy space. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Actually, I wanted to do some custom wires. Well, I sourced the switches for this client, and I sourced everything for them. But I also sourced some C3 wires. I don't really do this, and this was kind of expensive. So I'm gonna... Resident! There you are right there. I'm using C3 wires today because I really like them paired with Cherry, but these are kind of tough to find for me anyways, like getting them at a decent price that won't shoot the price of the stabilizers up. But basically I got these in like a little deal for when I bought some switches from someone. I asked them just to throw me in a set. So this is for Resident. Again, very rare that I can get these for like a decent price. They're C3 wires. We're doing 1, 2, and then Resident. We're doing a 6.25U, right? Yeah, they're kind of tough to find. I don't know why. Maybe I have problems finding them. I bought 5 sets of C3 wires, and 3 of them were unusable without filling the ends because they had little flanges on the ends. Oh, really? No, these ones here look very well cut. This is part of an old box of C3 stuff. Why isn't this going on nicely? What the hell's going on here? Hello? Huh? By the way, guys, I started watching this movie called Gorges. What the fuck? Is this one here going this way? Okay, I don't know what's happening. On Apple TV. And honestly, the movie so far is pretty damn good. I gotta admit, I am very interested. 7U? Okay. We're doing 7U. Perfect, perfect. I've done something kind of special and I'll DM you. Sounds good, Gallo. Can't wait to see. Yeah, I don't know. This container goes on nice, but they're supposed to be universal. Although, where is the lid for this one, actually? Oh, right here. Is it just the lid was different? Oh, it is. I thought these were all the same lids. My bad. Oh, and this wire box I don't need because I have these wires. How many unused stabs do you have? Believe it or not, I am running dangerously. I think I'm halfway through the 1,000 or something sets that I had ordered. If that means anything. A lot of people, when they commission me, they don't source stabilizers, which I am totally okay with, because I basically can sell them stabs at retail price because I have them here, which saves them on either A, having to order another part. So in a way, it kind of helps people, but as long as they're okay with cherry clip-ins. That is the only thing, but yeah. I don't know, I feel like the commission process with me has gotten a lot smoother. Not that it wasn't already. Maybe I'm just talking and boosting myself up here, but I have so many things now that I can help people so much with like sourcing things. Would you ever do all the stabs one weekend just so you don't have to do it? No, because some people like different ways they do it, you know? I mean, like, I've had people tell me to not clip the cherry clip-ins on private builds because they like the kind of cushioned bottom out that you get with these. So it just really depends. For parts, do you track it all with a spreadsheet? We need an Alexotos wrapped Spotify like stabs used. Damn, I should do something like that. And I've never thought of that. I'm gonna be doing some like quarterly wrap-ups for things like what have I used the most and like what did I order the most and why did I do that. That's gonna be part of my ideas for articles, but never like an end of year wrap-up for like the exact quantity. That'd be funny. What's up with O-ring boards and screw-in stabs? So you kind of... The O-ring would basically need to squeeze in between the plate and PCB, and because these don't have a threading, and they can have a lower lip where the clip-in part is, the O-ring sits nicer in between. So, wobbly. I think the commission process is super smooth. I appreciate all the help when I'm commissioning the board. Love that, bro. Did you... I think I saw a message from you, but I haven't checked. It was right before I started. Did you end up desoldering and resoldering that one particular... what's it called? Loose Milmax socket? Unfortunately, something happened with a Milmax socket that we sent over to wobbly. I think it got, for lack of a better word, and sorry for the pun, it got a little wobbly. I think probably when it like got inserted once or twice, it was just a bad socket. So I sent wobbly a little care package to fix it. Yeah, man, went well. Perfect. It was pretty easy, right? It wasn't that bad. Which socket did you end up using? Because I sent you two different ones. Did you use like the easier to solder one or like the 3305s? The short ones? It was pretty easy, right? It wasn't that hard. I think it's pretty easy. Let's get... Here's my other little jar. This is my 20520 jar. Super easy, no sweat. Perfect. Alright, and I guess we'll just use this guy. Super smooth process. I have no recommendations for improvements. Excellent. Thank you guys for the kind words. Graveshift O-rings, you can sometimes use screw-in. Yeah, like there's different... This is a longer conversation. Basically, there are different ways you can do O-ring like builds. Sometimes you can get away with screw-ins, depending on how the plate is made and the layout of the board, but I think it's just easier to stick with clip-ins. You know? So, it's just a smoother process to use those. Damn, I'm running out of this lube too, which sucks. It means I need to order some more like tubs of 205. Do cherry clip-ins work on 1.2 mil PCBs? You can make them work by using those little stab shims, but some people don't really like to pair stab shims with cherry clip-ins because they're kind of a pain in the ass to install. So I'm still scared to mil-max. I mean, yeah, if you met, like, doing 1 or 2 mil-max sockets is not bad. Doing a whole board can kind of get stressful because if you mess up, they're not like the easiest things in the world to desolder and remove, especially with some particular PCBs. So I get the nerve. I get nerves doing mil-max sockets as well. So, and you know, I've done thousands upon thousands of sockets. So it's, you know, it's just, it makes me uneasy too sometimes when I'm doing sockets. Even to this day, like every now and then, it's very, very few and far between, but I will accidentally flood a socket and then have to repair it. And yeah, desoldering them can be a little bit tricky too. Guess what I did yesterday? I was tired and soldered a board with the wrong plate. Time to retire? Bro, I've done that. Bro, trust me. The worst I've ever done, thank God I've not done this in a while, but the worst I've ever done though was forget to install all the stabilizers. It was an off-camera build, and I was kind of just like, it was late one night, and someone had sent me, I kid you not, I think 12 PCBs to do, and I did 11 PCBs. It was the last one, and I was just like, okay, let's just get through this. I'll pack up the order and ship it in the morning. The 12th PCB I had to desolder because I just forgot to put stabs. Yeah, I was 12. Some people send me PCBs just to do off stream, like they don't want to ship the whole case, which honestly I kind of like doing those commissions because they're quick and easy, but some people just don't want to solder, which tons of reasons why. People have health issues, people don't trust themselves, they don't want to buy the equipment. That was the most embarrassing. Desolder is much pain in the ass process. Yeah, desoldering can be a big pain in the butt too. If you don't have the confidence with like the hand pump, it can be a big pain in the butt. Damn, yeah. I think the most keyboards someone has ever sent me though was someone sent me 6 keyboards in one box to do. Sort of recently too. Which was really fun, by the way. It was a really cool process going through 6 of their keyboards, and they asked for all 6 to be a little bit different. So it was a heavy box, yes. I could not even bring that to the post office. I had to call for a pickup. I'm desoldering right now. Are you using a hand pump at it? Hi Alex, hi Maui, how you doing, man? How is everyone's Sunday treating them? I'm being getting better at the solder sucker, but I just coughed up the money for a desolder gun after this screw up. If you solder a lot, oh honey, it's worth the money, bro. I will admit though, the desoldering guns have gotten kind of expensive in the last few years. I feel like when I bought mine many, many years ago, it was not that pricey. Hi Flyback, how you doing? It's 15 degrees tomorrow? God bless, dude. I'm so tired of the cold weather. Is it gonna be sunny tomorrow, Ad? We had that one day of sun the other day, and it was so freaking nice. And then we're back to gloomy weather, which is kind of like, I feel like the regular lately in Toronto. Like, we rarely get sun. It's raining. Like, it's been kind of depressing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even last year, I felt it was just so gloomy. Had to go some overtime recently, but I'm happy it's the weekend now. I'm glad, man. Hopefully it wasn't like bad overtime though. At the worst, I hope it was tedious, but nothing like you got in trouble and you had to do overtime or something like that. It's snowing on Wednesday? Addy, are you making this up? Ain't no way, bro. You should try that cheap desoldering iron off of AliExpress. Bro, I think that's gonna burn my place down. I'm always nervous to try electronics that are really cheap, that are meant for like a lot of jobs. I'm being dead ass. Jesus Christ. No, nothing. Team just needed help with the project. Okay, that's not bad. Everyone is here, dude. It's a nice chill Sunday. Everyone's just chilling, watching the stream, which I really appreciate. I would take that weather over the summers here in Texas, not gonna lie. What are the summers in Texas like? Dude, I gotta say this though. Let's pause for 1 sec. I have been kind of depressed with all the like lack of sun, and I feel like especially the last few years, it's kind of affecting me more and more and more. Like every year that passes by, like I feel like lately, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we don't get a healthy balance of sun and gloominess here in Toronto anymore. I feel like it's mostly been gloomy. I've been taking vitamin D, but I feel like I also just visually appreciate the sun. I know I still need to get a daylight lamp. I really do. Everyone knows Toronto has 2 seasons, winter and construction. The age-old joke that I love. We get like 8 hours of sun in the winter, then 14 in the summer. Do you guys have some solid ties? If not, move. Well, I don't know where I'd move to, but I mean, I like living here. I like Toronto. It's just my family's here. My girlfriend's family's here. We could move somewhere else, but I feel like all of Canada, maybe not the East Coast. I don't know about the West Coast, but I've heard the East Coast can have some really nice days. And, you know, moving an hour or two away from me right now is not going to make a difference, okay? I'm like that too. I literally moved to a sunnier place because I couldn't handle it. I should really just do that. West Coast mention? Who told you that? I had friends tell me that Vancouver was really rainy as well. Is that not true? I don't know, Elk One. I've never been there, so. Well, okay. I've been to the West Coast one time, but it was also kind of rainy. So the seasonal effective is awful. Vitamin D helps a bit, but honestly, not having the sun is insanity inducing. Dude, I'm telling you, it has been affecting me. Like, you guys can tell on sunnier days. If you guys look up weather in Toronto and it's a sunny day, you'll probably notice me in a better mood. I'm telling you, man, it's kind of been getting to me. It's been kind of crazy too. It's weird. I was talking about the East Coast. Oh, someone told me it's like sunny. Sorry, that was loud. East Coast is very pretty, but some spots are extremely windy and not very populated. I would still go there. I feel like one day if I ever get to retire, I feel like I'd live in the East Coast. Like, I feel like that'd be nice. We had no sun for a month here in the Netherlands. When it finally came up, I was asking, what is that thing in the sky? Yeah, dude, that's pretty funny, actually. What even goes on in the East Coast? What the fuck do people do in Nova Scotia and Newfoundland? I mean, I have friends who live out there, and they say it's, like, just very relaxing. So, but, like, what's there to do? I don't know, like, what do I do here? I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't do nothing here. Once in a blue moon, I go out for food, like to a restaurant, and even that, like we went yesterday, and that was my first time going to a restaurant, I feel like in a while, and it was like $35. We went to Korean barbecue, but like for me, like that's a lot. So that's why it's been like a once in a blue moon thing. Ways I've been handling it through the sun, through those sunlight lamps. I also replaced all my curtains with those gauzy materials. Yeah, I should do that too, Kabu. I really want to get that thing. Hear me out. I don't know how good this is. It's a kind of expensive, and this is actually something I'm saving up for. I think I've talked to you guys about this once, but imagine this is my ceiling. So kind of for flipping the room over here. There are these things that you can install in the ceiling. They're not very thick. Some of them are, but they simulate sunlight, and some of them are like daylight lamps, but it depends on which ones you end up getting. I'm actually in the works of talking with a company right now to see if I can get like a deal on 2 of them, but they're in like they're larger things. I don't know how to describe this well. They're actually not crazy expensive. Some of the cheaper ones are like $800 each, but some of the nicer ones are about $1,500 each. But they're thicker, and basically there's a light back here that you can position depending on how you want the light to move. And then they have, again, I don't know exactly what it is, but they have some stuff to kind of recreate the blue sky in between. And it's like a fluid of some sort. And there's like a Fresnel lens in there too to kind of help direct light. And basically, you can have it set to different temperatures and whatnot. And some of them have like these really cool apps, which basically like recreate an entire day. It'll move the light on the inside of this kind of like thick piece over here and kind of create like fake skylights. Or you can do it as a window. But I mean, they're really cool. There are like some proper brands, because the ones I'm looking right now are kind of like, I don't want to say knockoff brands, but they're not like the originals. But some of the original ones, like there was a company in Europe, I believe, it might have been Italy, that have created the very first ones. And I was looking to see how much they cost. First of all, the ones I'm looking at are this thick. The ones they sell are like this thick compared to like a ceiling. And those ones cost like $35,000 per. Obviously, that's never going to happen. But it was interesting to read kind of where they started off and why people would buy that. Dude, there was someone who bought one, I was reading on Reddit, who bought it for their house. And they said it was like a game changer. Like they were about to leave the house basically because they didn't get any sunlight in the basement. But obviously I don't want to spend $35,000. It's fucking a lot of money. But yeah, $1,000 sounds a lot more enticing to kind of recreate some sunlight. There was something like that on Never Too Small. Yeah, I think that would be really healthy, like in a mental kind of way. Like I think that would be good for my brain to see some recreated sunlight in a workspace that I've created, you know. Anyways, that's my story, guys. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Wondrous. I appreciate the Prime. Thank you. Why do all that? Just cut a hole in the wall? Unfortunately, it'd be ground, because I am technically underground. I wish it was that simple. I don't know. I think it's cool, though. That's like 3 keyboards. I'd sacrifice 3 keyboards for my mental health. Yeah, realistically, I was thinking the same thing, which is kind of weird that I go, how many keyboards is that? But like, even if on the high end, it would cost me $3,000, let's just say $3,500 with having a friend come over to install it, because I have some friends who can help me with that. Like 3,500 Canadian. That's like about 3 or 4 full keyboard kits. And I'd be willing to sacrifice 3 or 4 keyboard kits. Like I'm saving up for it right now, but I think that's worth it. It was in the bathroom of all places. A lot of the demo reels they've sent me are people installing them in bathrooms. It's like 1/10 the price of the Toxic Unicorn. You know, there was that stream the other day where you mentioned that, or someone mentioned the price of the Toxic Unicorn, and someone actually emailed me offering to buy it. But I don't want to sell it, so I've only ever sold duplicate boards that I bought like 4 years ago. I keep everything. I'm a little sentimental, I guess. I thought I wasn't, but yeah. I fixed my chair. The dumbest problem I had with this chair. I'm so happy I fixed it. Now it doesn't swing all the way back every time I lean on it, and it's so nice now. So happy about that. That's about X keyboard price? Yeah. Honestly, it's a smart way to look at things. Chair not bent? No, the adjustment dial on the side for how much the chair goes backwards just didn't work. So I got frustrated this morning and I took it off. And then I took apart that whole lever. This is the strangest thing you guys are going to hear today. I should have taken photos because no one's going to believe me. But there was a switch film that basically crumpled inside the little gear. So it just wouldn't turn. And it wasn't just like one side of the switch film. It kind of like crumpled into like 4 pieces. And it kind of got itself caught there. And it just wasn't moving. But somehow a switch film fell into this little lever, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I just took it out and it started working. So happy. It's been like broken for like 3 months. Want to buy Alex's toxic corn? Oh gosh, not this again. Lube plus film plus spring swap chair. All right. Let's put these guys in now. I believed it. I find switch films in the weirdest places. Yeah. Sometimes they fall and you don't realize it, and then you walk on them and they kind of get stuck on the bottom of your foot regardless if you're wearing socks or not. And then you kind of just bring them all around the place.
Happy 15 months, lol.
Thank you, Cash. I really appreciate the tier 1, bro. Thank you, guys. Zany, what's up, dude? Resident, do you know if this is one of the corrected plates? Actually, where is the plate? Is the plate in here? Do you know if this is one of the corrected plates, or is this an older plate that I have to kind of worry about this guy over here? No updates. They're still being shipped to Mode, but Mode basically said when they receive them, they're going to let me know, and then I'll let you guys know. But I have no updates right now. Dude, it's a nice lazy Sunday. I don't blame you. I'd say just enjoy it and don't think about it too much, you know? That I don't know? Okay, I'll do it. I think the way I have to do this is I have to insert this switch first. And I think I want to solder these down at the moment. Yeah, let me just solder these two switches first. Yeah, I'll do the correction process now, I guess, or whatever the process is called. If you guys don't know, the reason why I'm asking is because the Kohaku has this weird quirk with the older plates, where the plate doesn't actually sit very nice, and you kind of have to be, you know, kind of forceful with these two particular switches. Actually, I think this one too. So let me just do these three. Was it R2? I don't remember which one it was. I thought it was the issue with hotspot PCBs. No, I mean, it happened on my solder ones too, keep signs. Well, I'm still going to solder in just in case. I think it's the right move here. PayPal is killing me, still can't send invoices. IT trying to fix the issue for 24 hours. Like, PayPal's IT? Wait, why? Can I ask what happened? Uh-oh, did I tingle this up? Shoot, give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, this is a client still. This is the Vero. Man, everyone really likes this board. I love this thing. It's great. It's so nice looking. I drank last night, but I also stayed hydrated. Woke up without a hangover. That's always a plus. Let me quickly just solder a pin on all of these and just get everything nice and flush here. When's GMK Noir? Round 2? I don't know, we really gotta bug Marcia. Alex, is there anything you came to appreciate more or less after using the Agar for a week? I ended up liking both versions of it more. I still don't have a working daughterboard for the VMX version, but I did play around with it for the last few weeks. The EC version's awesome. It's really cool. I do wish the MX version was working because I feel like I'd still be using that on the desk as of right now. But I think the Agar is a really cool board. There's nothing I don't appreciate about it more. I do wish I had received the EC kit non-pre-built because I think I would have done it a little different. I mean, I can still take it apart, but I feel like I'm too lazy right now. But I would have done it. I rather would have done that myself. But I think I also told them it was fine that they sent it over pre-built. So I think that's partly my own fault. The Polygon 7 I got has messed up daughterboard. Shake my head. Are they replacing it? Every time I try to send an invoice, I get an error about emoji, phone numbers, links in the invoice. Even though there's none of that, apparently they were aware of this for certain users and added me to the list. What the? That's weird. They want me to send a video proving it. Which vendor is this again? Who showed you this? I mean, I get it, but I also... for a daughter board, is it really worth, you know, for them to do that? I don't know. Interesting, though. Very interesting. Man, this is gonna be a nice board, Resident. DR Works? Oh yeah, it was DR Works that made that. I forgot. Like I said, I get it, but I also don't get it, so... interesting, I suppose. Very, very interesting. What about office furniture upgrade? DB costs like $5 to $10. It's a big deal. Yeah, for real. I'm working on making a custom key map for the Zenith Z150 and moving forward on this hobby. I think I would buy vintage boards and try to resurrect them with the custom map. I mean, do it, dude. I'm sure other people would be interested in stuff like that too. Alex, what plates do you use in your Sonnet top mount? Believe it or not, I think plastic plates are still the move for top mount in the Sonnet. However, I did one recently with an aluminum plate, and I liked it too. Not as much as I like the plastic, so I don't think there's any wrong answers. The only one I didn't like was the carbon fiber plate for the top. It was okay, but I still think the plastic plates were the better ones. Hey Alex, as someone who has never experimented with different cables, where would you suggest I look to purchase them from? I'm based in Canada, if that matters. Dispatch cables, Canadian cables. I mean, One of Zero. I think is One of Zero Canadian. I'm pretty positive they have some interesting cables too. There's not a lot of people with custom cables that I know of anymore. I feel like a lot of those businesses have closed. I like my Ordinary Labs ones, but if you want some like really custom ones, I'd suggest Dispatch. Am I wrong to say that Kohaku is overrated? People have different preferences and tastes. You're allowed to have your opinion. Nothing wrong with saying that. Wired in, they're not Canadian though. I thought they were from the States. Because I think the question was for Canada, right? Or I guess based in Canada. I don't know if Nefarious wants us to do just Canadian. Custom cables are interesting though. My hot take is I think the custom cable fad has really, really died in the last few months. Oh, few years, I should say, not months. I don't think people care too much about custom cables as much as they used to. And you know why I think that? Maybe this is my second hot take. It's because every custom cable brand that has really gotten like some traction has basically burnt to the ground and leaving people high and dry. So for whatever reason, cable makers have like the most drama in this hobby. It's the craziest. Still using my basic braided Amazon USB-C. Always good, dude. Oh, you can't go wrong with that cheese, man. Custom cables were so popular at one point. They were. It was like the thing, dude. Now, I find less and less people care for them. I think coiled cables were really fun at one point. I still don't mind the look of a coiled cable. It's just they're hard to use when you're moving your keyboard around a lot. So, hi GBB, Jet a shower. It's the evening for me. What time in the evening? Nice relaxing shower. Sounds nice. I like the coiled ones. I just don't have space on my desk. Like when you're moving your keyboard back and forth a lot, because like imagine my desk is only a few inches away from the keyboard. You end up ruining the coil. Sonnet plates should... I don't actually... Are they interchangeable? I don't know if they are now. I can't remember. I would ask Mo, and I don't remember if they are or not. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on that. Dude, soft touch cables are real nice. There are some really interesting, like, very artisanal cables that people make. But they end up costing a butt ton of money. Whatever. I'm just glad we don't have snake oil cables like the Audio Hobby. Fucking Audio Hobby sucks for that. That is like the most snake oil ever. I'm so glad we don't have to deal with that shit. IEM cables are really nice. Yeah. I think Geo Dispatch does a whole bunch of really cool audio style cables for keyboards. Are you suggesting? Should we do snake oil cables, guys? I'm announcing it today. I'm gonna make a cryo frozen cable where I freeze the copper for 24 hours in the cable, and then I hand wrap each cable, and then I dab it in the sweat of my work, and then one more time in the freezer. And then what I do afterwards, hear me out, is after it's been cryo frozen, what I do is forge it with a big slab of metal. I don't know what I'm saying. And then I put it in a salt water bath for 24 more hours. If you guys don't know, what this does is it realigns all the copper atoms inside the wire. If you guys didn't know this, by the way. It realigns it, giving you the cleanest transmission from keyboard to computer. And what that means for you is less latency. Maybe. Perceived latency. Sold? I'm charging $1,500 million per cable because this process is very artisanal, and it's I'm going to make a whole video. You guys will see the process. It's quite expensive. That's a deal? It's pretty good, right? I'll take 3. That's CAD, that's a steal. That's fucked up, bro. What a bargain. It's a low volume product. Yeah, I can only do 1 a year. Hence why I charge $150 million. Will there be a toxic version? I think every version is toxic. Do we get a free t-shirt? No, that's extra. I'll be charging extra for that, dude. 15 years in the making? Yeah. You need to let it sit in the sun for another 48 hours? Yeah, you have to sunbake them too. A lot of people forget about that process. What about the orange shorts? Do those come free? What I do to the orange shorts is I bury them in the sand. I let them sit there for 2 years. And then I take them out. And then I sell them to you. It probably wasn't a good idea to do this because Clam will make clone versions. They can't. They literally don't have the time to do that. It's just too time consuming and artisanal. No one can do it but me. Barrel aged? That's actually a really smart idea. I should try that. I'll experiment that. Maybe that'll raise the price up. Don't forget to make the cable directional. Oh no, it's a Limo cable, and that's only the back half of the cable that I was telling you guys about. The other half with the other side of the cable to plug it into the computer, that's extra. Sorry guys, I forgot to tell you guys about that. That's only one side of the cable. No USB. Yeah, and then you also, by the way, sorry guys, one more thing. You also need to buy a special computer that only I sell for the cable to work on. So I also make those computers by hand. I assemble them by hand here in Canada. Yeah, but basically you just need to. I sell the keyboard as well. So, and then if you're not using the desk that I recommend and sell, you could short the cable, which you don't want to do. You need to buy a trademark bent desk. Why does it have to be bent, guys? Why are we back on that? Let's leave that. Let's leave that to wither away. If you'd like to know more, you can also buy my course on how to get the most out of this cable. Fuck, that's so smart, Zany. Group buy will start soon, and then products will be delivered by 23:35. That's when the products will deliver. That's the year. So you can give it to your kids. think of it as an early Christmas present for them. Feeling like tacos today? Damn, Elquan. 23:35 is still quicker than duality. God damn, bro. Is the course available for our... is the course available on your own online masterclass subscription? You need to have access to one of my other special websites, which costs money, and then you have to pay extra for the course. So, pretty sure that's your kids. Yeah, that'd be a few generations away. You're right, Avo. You're right on that. I had to think about that. You gotta win a raffle to get in. And then when I post videos of myself in like Lamborghinis and stuff like that, and just living a luxurious life, don't think I've forgotten about you, okay, guys? Thought you went, will it be tariffs? I have no idea. After buying the matching keycap set. Yeah. I feel like that's at least 10 generations at least. That's a long ass time. Well, you're investing. That's all that matters. It's an investment. Gotta pay a subscription fee or else you only get all the caps. That's a good model too, a subscription model. It's pretty smart. How much years do you think a keyboard can last, like a high-end one? I mean, I don't think there's a lifespan per se, but it's hard to gauge. I think that if you take care of your stuff, it could last a long time. It's building wealth. By the way, Resident, just to make sure, you wanted step caps lock, right? I know you probably would have said something, but just to make sure. Okay, you're building wealth for your future kids and family. Is this a... Yeah, it is. It is only accessible if we're using your special super fast internet SIM card. That's my other product. How do I build debt for my future kids and family? By buying things online constantly. That's how you build debt. You give it to them. Building debt? Yeah. Configuration website has its own subscription. No step caps? No? Oh, so you want regular caps, Resident? Regular it is. Regular N7U. Oh, where is my switch puller? Good thing I asked. There we go. Bro, I can't type. I need a coffee, or you need the Kohaku back in your possession. This old cable deal sounds more like legit than a Rama, so I'm in. No, I only make this joke because one time I hate talking about this, but when I was in the audio stuff, I was also, I don't know, I feel like I was also in a really weird time in my life where I just thought buying things was like the way to make me happy. So I would use every paycheck that I ever earned to just spend money on dumb things. And I'm not proud of it because like, I had no savings. It just, if I made $1,000 for the week, I would spend it on dumb stuff. And one of those things is I went and bought a cable for my audio gear that I bought into all the snake oil because I just, just did it. And it was actually labeled as like cryo frozen. Like the cable was cryo frozen before use so you can get like purity out of the sound. I bought it because I thought it was cool, and looking back, it was one of the like most idiotic decisions I had made. But luckily, I don't do that stuff anymore. I don't just randomly buy things. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, you're all good, dude. I think it's important to talk about too because I feel like a lot of us kind of go through that sometimes, where we just buy to make ourselves feel better. And financial responsibility is really important to me now. Like, I feel like the old me would have just bought... You know, I was telling you guys I want that special sunlight lamp thing. I probably would have just bought that on credit. Like, even though I can't realistically afford it right now, I probably would have just bought that on credit and just been like, yeah, I'll pay it off when I can. I want things. It'll make me feel better. But now it's like I have like goals in mind and how I should spend the money type thing. So it's important to talk about. In a blind test, they couldn't tell the difference between the fancy cables and soldered together coat hangers. Yeah, most people can't tell differences with the cables. I don't really use my IEMs that much anymore. I was using my campfire ones for a bit, but not as often. To be fair though, although the company is kind of in the rough, I did get my Dream 65. Which one was that? Who would want to do that, especially in this chat? Oh, you mean financial responsibility? I feel like a lot of people here are pretty decent with their money. I don't know, I hope so. We all falter sometimes though, so don't stress. PC array or PC parallel array, okay, multicolored PVD. Yeah, it's a cool one. Shame what happened to Glizzo, and I don't even understand why that happened, but it is what it is. I'm overwhelmingly average with my finances, which is not a bad thing. We're all rich, Alex, so this doesn't apply to us. Oh, my bad, guys. Might be. Do you guys think that GMK Masterpiece can work on a cream/beige board? Absolutely, yeah. No, I think Masterpiece will go with that one, Cat. I don't think I have any other suggestions for you. It's a pretty neutral color palette that you've mentioned, cream or beige, so I feel like blue would still work on it. Real shame, but I'm good. I'm good close connections with Wengus, and he's a legend. Yes, the snake was really, really cool. What kept my audio consumerism at bay were two things. Can't buy nice speakers because I live in an apartment. Headphones have diminishing returns when you're in your 30s and hearing's already damaged. Yep. And then the other thing too, Cabo, is 90% of the headphones and IEMs that I decided to keep, like 90% of them, all don't work. They're all broken. So, which is a bit of a bummer. The only IEMs that, the only set of audio that still works to this day is my Campfire Andromedas. That's it, dude. Also, what's up, Stale? How you doing, man? So gassed? I'm glad to have you here, bro. For spending money on keyboards, we're all rich in a way. I don't know. Wasn't there like a study or something that came out saying the average person, I think it might have been just for America, but spends like $250 on their hobbies or something like that? I don't know. I have a lot of people I end up meeting in the keyboard hobby. No, a year. But I think that's like average per hobby. Because I don't think that's average as a total. I don't think that makes sense for hobbies in the course of a year. Because I don't know, like... okay, for example, would you guys consider playing video games a hobby? It is, right? Like, to me, that's a hobby. Like gaming and building a computer and... yeah, it's a hobby, right? Like, I was talking about this with someone else a while ago, and we had mentioned, like, how hobbies are kind of consuming, but they don't have hobbies because they just play video games. And I'm like, that is a hobby, though. And they're like, no, it's not. It's just gaming. I'm like, no, gaming is a hobby. Like, and if you're buying, like, a game, like, every other month, I mean, that's easily, $60, $80 a pop sometimes. I feel like gaming can get pretty expensive. I've fallen out of love with video games. Yeah, me too. There's nothing to play. I don't find joy in any game I've been playing these days. I barely enjoy TFT these days. Escape from Tarkov can get frustrating, and like it's also just a gameplay loop that I'm just not really enjoying. Single player games, I haven't played a good one in a little while. The only game I'm looking forward to is the new Elden Ring. That's it. Yeah, the last TFT set was so boring. I played the PvE the other day for the new one. Seems alright, but I mean, we'll see. Time can tell. The new EFT event has been such a breath of fresh air. I haven't even really played it, Gargle. I played a few rounds by myself the other day, and I was just getting like absolutely slaughtered by the AI because of... Oh, Gargle, here's what happened to me the other day. I was walking around on Shoreline doing my thing, and I got stuck in a rock. And I had brought... You know that... I think I was when I was playing with you that one time, I showed you the gun that I liked. And I brought that gun. I got stuck in a rock, couldn't move, and I had to just like force quit the game because I couldn't move. It just fell through a rock, and I lost the gun. And this was like 2 days ago, and it didn't come back via the insurance in the game. So, bit of a bummer. But I've been dying to like really stupid things.
God damn, dude.
Aljobo, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, man. Thank you, dude. That's very kind, bro. Thank you so much, dude. My friend tried to call me boosted in Marvel's Rivals. Or Marvel Rivals. Dude, I am so jealous that people are good at those types of games. I am not good at hero shooters anymore. Dying to stupid things sounds like Tarkov. Yeah. Alex was on his way towards the back rooms. Bro, it kind of felt like I was. Not gonna lie, Tarkov is objectively not a game to play for a few hours a week / month. I feel like Tarkov does require a huge time sink. I don't know, there's been nothing else I've been interested in playing, man. Everything else has been so, like, just not my cup of tea. It's stupid you can reconnect when you play with others, but not solo. Yep. Tarkov is such a huge learning curve. Yeah, I do feel like the game is way more fun playing with people than playing alone. Like, for example, I haven't been playing a whole lot lately, but I played a few rounds solo the other day, and it's just like, there are such like weird one-off things where it's just dumb stuff happens, and it's just so much easier with a partner covering you or like having eyes on like the other side of like the street, for example. Yeah, I might actually redo Elden Ring. I've been kind of craving to play that again. Me and a friend downloaded Apex last night. We gave Apex a few tries. That's been alright. I think Apex is the only shooter in which I really enjoyed. Past that, I have not been playing games too much. I'm a loner on Tarkov. I just like to camp and kill players in high traffic areas. Oh, I can't do the PvP. I'm not good enough for PvP. Apex is so hard. Yeah, Apex is a bit challenging. I gotta agree on that. It can be rather challenging. Alex doesn't play Apex with me. Dude, I just started. If you're down, Elfon, I'm down. I just started again, though. Alright. We're done. Residence PCB. 7U spacebar. Regular caps. Some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful MX2As. Battlefield 5, if EA gave 2 shits about it. I don't trust EA anymore, bro. I have trust issues with EA. EA ain't it. Be right back, though. Let me wash my hands. I'll never forgive EA after what they did to the Star Wars games. Those games are literally riddled with cheaters. And I love the Battlefront series. And I remember loving it when it first came out. And now it's just like this was like last year, but we reinstalled the game. And we tried playing, and we literally could not get through one single match. And we tried for a full afternoon just to get to one match without a hacker. Terrible, terrible, terrible experience. All right. Let's do this. By the way, Resident, there was gloves in here. Did you need me to use those? That's why I haven't taken out the board fully. I wanted to ask you. I don't know if you put those in there for me. So I don't put my grubby hands on this thing, man. How do I get the Twitch subscriber in the Discord role? It should auto sync if you have it in your connections on
Have you
Discord.
seen the mod for Squad that makes it look like a Star Wars game?
For Squad? What game is Squad again? Is that one of those, Actually, hold on a second. Where are the feet for the board? Here. Oh, here. I need all this stuff. Is Squad that, PvP game? Absolute hell. Alright, we're definitely putting clear feet on this because this is so pretty. Because I feel like clear feet are a must here. Dude, isn't this beautiful? This is... Okay, in case someone missed the beginning, this is Residence Custom... It's Cerakote, right? Although there is, just so you're aware too, Resident, it does look like there's a small little... not that you can really see it, but there's like a small hairline scratch near the foot. Just so you saw that already? Everything else looks really good, though. Some small scratches on the inside, but nothing too crazy. I did that. You did that? Dude, honestly, I get it, bro. Everything else looks fine. What happened? Can I ask? I've only done it to one of my boards where I've really scratched it, and it was a E-coated U80, and I was so... I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was depressed that day. Like, I was so sad. It was the first time I ever scratched a keyboard. First and only ever time I've scratched a keyboard. It was my own keyboard, and I was just being kind of silly, and I ruined it. So sad. So nice.
Woo, 4 whole years you've been stuck with me. I feel sorry for you. To think it all started with a $300 screwdriver. I am so incredibly proud of you and everything you have achieved.
Thank you, man.
You are an
Thank
amazing
you, Oak.
human, and I am so incredibly blessed to have gotten to know you and watch you grow over these years. I can't wait to see how far you go and all the success you will achieve and deserve.
Aw, thank you, Oak. That's so kind, dude. I try my best, dude. I'll try my absolute best to not let you guys down in any capacity. Thank you, though, man. That's very kind of you. Hope things have been going well for you, too, Oak. I know I spoke to you the other day, but... Oak's a good guy, man. Oak has been a... Not even in just like our little community here, but Oak has been like pretty active in even the Gray Studios one, and Oak's been just a great person in the hobby. What lens do I use for the top down? Which lens is this again? The 16 to 55? 18 to 55. It's the old kit lens. I think they've discontinued this kit lens now. I don't think it's a real lens that they sell anymore, unfortunately. I saw your post about the Manta. It looks so fucking sexy. I'm glad you guys think so. It's a bit of a relief hearing that, to be honest. What bit do I need for this? The kit lens is awesome. That's all I really use for the cameras. Even that now, I switch back to the kit lens on the side camera. They're just, like, the kit lenses are too good, although I did move it. I always hit this camera out of the way by accident. But this, actually, little upgrade for the next thing before I do a room tour is I'm going to move, not that you guys can really see, but I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to basically, if you guys look at this view, See how it's on this stand right now? You can see the shadow. I'm thinking about just attaching it to the ceiling and basically doing the same method that I did here. There's going to be a long cable run for it, but this thing, like this contraption I have on the floor, it kind of, like, honestly, it pisses me fuck off. But you guys saw what I did, how I mounted this camera. This camera's mounted to a wall. No, I don't think there's anything really sketch about it. Honestly, it is what it is, but... This is a custom colored Kohaku, yeah. This is actually a light stand that I jerry-rigged to be a camera stand. It's from Newer. It sucks. It moves, it's like way too shaky when you touch it. It's not very stable. Wall is fine, but ceiling I'd be too paranoid, even with projectors. Usually it's okay. I have a local shop that will redo the Cerakote. They currently have another Kohaku they're doing. Oh, you're doing the same thing? Oh, that's really cool. It's awesome they're going to redo it for you too, man. Oh, we're missing a screw here? Did it fall out in the bag somewhere? Oh yeah. I guess it fell out in transit. Did it scratch anything? I think you got pretty lucky. I don't think it scratched anything at all. Yeah, you did get pretty lucky there. It probably just fell out. That was making me sweat. This is going to be one giant giveaway, right? No, this is not going to be a giveaway. So the top is the XS20. This is an old XT3. And then this is a Sony a7R II, the face camera. The face camera has slightly different colors than the rest of the camera, but I did try to get it as close to possible as the Fuji. The Fuji had a very particular warmth to it, but I can't afford to buy another Fuji camera right now. Like, even the used XT30s are still $1,000 to get shipped to me, that aren't like broken basically. So I don't really have a need to buy another one right now, although I'd love it just to keep all the cameras consistent. But yeah, I also don't want to send my Fuji cameras to fix because I am not paying retail basically to fix them. Get them wall mounts and all that. Yeah, that's what I want to focus on before I buy like another camera. I want to focus on getting everything like comfortable. Law of diminishing returns at this point looks good. Yeah, it looks good enough. Sony seems to do a better time focusing on your face than the Fuji did. So true, dude. Fuji to this day has some of like the most bogus autofocus systems. That's actually one of the big reasons why I sold my GFX. The autofocus was abysmal. It was terrible. Even the Hasselblad has better autofocus than the Fuji, and I'm shocked because, I mean, the Hasselblad's a medium format, like, studio camera. Resident, these are all the same, right? All these gaskets? Oh, Resident, if you're going to get this re-Cerakoted then, do you want me to put these on the plate? Although, I don't know if I agree with putting them on the plate, but... Yeah? Okay, we'll put them on the plate. Because that'll save you a whole bunch of time and money having to buy stuff here. I've seen that in a few places, like when you had the beige mat down, dude, the Fuji struggles. You can put them like normal? Oh, just on the case then? Okay. Sounds good, Resident. Just making sure. Trying to be thoughtful, you know? So nice.
Keyboard.
Thank you, Square. Really appreciate it, man. Really? We're an hour and 20 in. I feel like this is the normal time when we finish soldering. Pretty average for me. Yeah, I would do the same, honestly. I'd just enjoy it for a bit and then worry about the next portion. So here's my not hot take, but here's my take is putting it on the board or the actual like case just makes more sense in the event that you buy another plate in PCB, because that means you need another set of gaskets. So here makes a lot more sense. You got a replacement feet for your salvation? Hell yeah. Hoping you're enjoying your salvation, my friend. I want to tell you are a machine. People don't realize you stream, shoot photos, do blog posts, and work for Novelkeys. Thank you so much, Luther. I appreciate it, man. Love your hustle. It's so inspiring. Yeah, I do. I'm going to be honest. I think this is as much as I can do. Like, I think that is my limit. Like, that is my cap. I am trying to get better at all the things that I do. But this is pretty much... I've extended myself to the fullest amount, and I don't want to go further. I feel like that'd be bad for my mental health at that point. I do social media and help with other things too. No. Legitimately, Mike Riley and the rest of the team are the backbone. People don't realize how hard Mike works. Same with Riley and everyone else there. No, I still have the Command 65. I just never got a chance to do it. So, oh yeah, I know you are, Flick. I just want to give shoutouts to them. Exactly, man. I shoot photos and video, and that's a lot. Yeah, luckily the streaming stuff I've gotten down packed, but I can't imagine going back to doing full length YouTube videos and stuff. This shit's just way too much. Like if I'm gonna do YouTube videos and like shorts again, then I'm gonna have to sacrifice on streaming. So, and I prefer the streaming just because I think it's more interactive and I can get like a handle on people better. So I remember some people in Discord asking what happened to the Lucky 65 stream. I have to keep rescheduling it. Unfortunately, that particular stream is just something extra, and I have like other like actual people's, commissions and whatnot that are taking precedent over it. So it's gonna happen. I think I have it booked for like a week or two. But honestly, I might even just do it this week. I think I have an extra slot open this week just because someone canceled or asked me to move, so I might just move it to this week. Appreciate it, Oak. TP1 keyboard. Isn't that one of the Geist keyboards? The Geist machine keyboards? Have you ever thought about hiring 8 editors to create highlight shorts as you're streaming? 8 editors? I have thought of that exact thing you're saying, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. Originally, I was thinking about doing that with Manoli, but we just never did it. But only paying them half of what they produce? No. TP1 is a new keycap set that was collabed with BIP and NK gonna sell. Wait, am I not thinking of the right keycaps then? Okay, I have to look then. Oh wait, what am I flipping this over for? Let me do this. Let's screw these back in. What do you think are better ABS keycaps? GMK, Key Kobo, MW, or Dami Key? Excuse my answer here, but I think GMK produces the sets that I use and like the most. In second place, I would actually say Jade. What is that? What other one? Not JWK, but JTK would be second place actually, and then Kikobo. Kikobo would be third place. Domiki has some good ones too, though. I can't complain. JTK just doesn't make a whole lot. I feel like that. I like color-wise, but their quality is super good. No, Peter, the client got this done on their own accord, but I mean, yeah, this is definitely colors I really like in a keyboard, for sure. Oh gosh. These screws are not playing nice with me today. Does anyone know what happened to Monike? I don't know. Like they were like not really a small. I mean, they were a small company, but they had their shit together at one point. So I'm not sure if they just dissolved or maybe people got laid off. I think after that K run that they did, it really just brought them to their knees type thing and kind of made the brand not super good. Does this look like it's off-centered? Okay, I'm gonna put keycaps on this, but I feel like I have to unscrew this and readjust the PCB here. Actually, no, I'm gonna do that now. I feel like this is not sitting nicely. Like it didn't align properly. Oh yeah, it didn't. That's so annoying. Yeah, I use the ordinary Labs cables. Can someone explain the space cable situation? There's not really much to explain. They were a great vendor until they weren't. I'm guessing a lot of back-end stuff happens that they were dealing with, and it affected their overall business, and unfortunately that made their whole business collapse. So it kind of came not out of nowhere, but it happened rather suddenly, and people reacted to it rather suddenly. So it sucks because I know people don't want to hear this. Reagan was like, and you know, it still is. I don't think Reagan meant any harm by what he did. I think out of all the companies that have kind of collapsed and just like left people to dry, like Reagan was a really good person, and I don't know what happened. Like I don't think any of us can really know. And I've tried to know what happened, but it doesn't make it right. But it's just sad to see that happen to a person that was really into the hobby and really into the people in the hobby. I don't know. Again, I did know Reagan personally. Like I got to know him over the years. Just sucks to see that happen. All right, let's put some keycaps on this. I think we do use Mars Cadet. I think that has to be the play here. Mars Cadet. Where are you? Metropolis, that's not it. Where is my Mars Cadet set? Mars Cadet. Oh, yeah, the Bergen, I remember that too. What is that switch opener? Which one are we talking about here? Switch opener? Let me see something actually. Sad to see a lot of vendors are having financial problems. Yes, this is perfect. I have an opinion on that I've shared a few times. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of me just beating a dead horse and talking about nothing at this point here, but yeah, it does suck to see, and I think some of it is unfortunate circumstances, but some of it is just there's a few things that could have happened. Some of it's just silliness, though. Yeah, I mean, so a few things, right? The COVID bubble bursted, and people prepped. So there were some brands who overbought stock, thinking the COVID bubble would be forever. It's not just key vendors too. Oak is right. So first and foremost, the COVID thing. So people buying too much stock, kind of investing way too much in themselves, and then not being able to sell the products. The second thing that I've seen a lot of is really bad money management, which ties into my next point, which is okay, this is kind of a 2-point thing. People just wanted to be like a general vendor of switches and keycaps, but those don't pay a whole lot. And the problem with those is everyone does that. Like, there's no unique aspect to that business. So when we had like 18 people pop up at once, all selling Duroc V2 stabilizers and, you know, the basics and switches, like realistically, how long can those particular brands last in a niche hobby? So there was kind of like an overabundance of the same with vendors. And then the thing that ties in with that too is the keyboard hobby kind of got into this point where I hate saying this because like yes, it'd be great if things can be cheaper, and like I get it, but there were vendors, and I'll say this without saying like, you know, what they did and stuff like that. People were running on fucking nothing margins. And do you know how bad it is to run on margins that are basically like less than 2%, like 3%? Your company needs to be profitable in order to service customers that are having problems. Because, you know, if you make $100 off each product you sell, and if you make $5 off each project you sell, and, you know, the product costs $95 for you to get, I'm making things up right now, you would need to sell a lot of product to cover one person's mistake order or one thing that went wrong. And that's not including paying yourself and other overhead costs too. So there were vendors running on like slim to nothing margins. And I think that was in response to people. I'm not trying to be mean, but like there was a lot of people who kind of called for cheaper pricing and race to the bottom, and like comparing certain things to mass manufacturing in China. And there was a lot of misinformation by people who were just kind of like saying, well, I would never buy this board because why can't A company who's doing small batch products sell like B company who is selling thousands of units worldwide? And people in between, like the people talking, were kind of just like, yeah, that makes no sense. Like, I would never do this. Lower your prices. No one wants to buy from you, which is fine. That's market response, I guess. But the companies on the small batch side responded by just lowering prices and then failing basically as a business because they couldn't maintain problems. So anyways, there's a whole bunch of different reasons. But yeah, seems like it was, for a lot of people, a mix of everything. Why did a Key Cult cost more than a GMK Pro? They're basically the same board. Bro, who knows? I'm still stumped. I think Monica has a lot of money tied up right now with the System Low profile board that came out in May. It's been completely redesigned after the whole KV2 collapse. Oh, I don't know anything about that particular board. Low profile boards are really popular right now too. I've been seeing a lot more people get into the whole low profile scene, but we don't really do a whole lot here in the keyboard hobby regarding those. Why isn't the Rolex the same price as the Fossil I just got in the mail? Well, dude, I'm just gonna say it out loud, but one of my biggest gripes that people do in the hobby sometimes, like outside of just not recognizing preferences, they do this thing where they're magically the smartest person in the room and can tell everyone everything about the raw cost of materials. Like, why would an aluminum keyboard, like the raw cost of aluminum? And it's like, why? Like, what does that matter in the grand scheme of things when it comes to how something's produced, like the type of support you're getting, etc.? That's only one aspect of a lot of moving pieces. And it became like a pretty big problem at one point. Just a lot of like armchair experts, you know? Everything became about the raw cost of materials and how it didn't make sense. Actually, yeah. People forget to value design time, undervalue their own time. Yep. You know what's crazy too is they fail to recognize the grades of aluminum or grades of material. Yeah, but I mean, like, I think in a lot of ways too, unfortunately, I feel like just the world we live in now, people don't care about People just don't care about the time people put into things. I feel like it gained traction many years ago. People cared about like the human aspect of things. But with the advent of everything happening now and like the advent of like AI and just, you know, misinformation and just social media in general, like people just don't fucking care. They want like the cheapest shit to show off on their socials and be like, look what I have. Like they don't give a flying fuck. And it's real bad. And people are, obviously there are people behind this who profit and whatnot, and the world kind of seems garbage when you think about it like that, but like designers ask for 6063 and not 5052 to not get garbage aluminum, which is generally way cheaper. Yeah, there's also grades of aluminum too. I wonder if those critics will be working for free. No, absolutely not. We are definitely in the keeping up with the Joneses era. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been feeling that too, like I was saying. You have dumbasses like Asmongold saying artists better look for a new job, AI is here. In before someone's gonna just AI him and all his crappy takes on things. And he will be out of a job when people can just replicate what he does. I mean, it wouldn't be hard. We are definitely, yeah, but I do agree with Oak on the keeping up with the Joneses era. LOL, nope. Yeah. Function. No, wait, do we need function for this? Yes, we do. Put system on this side. Don't diss my boy. Oh my goodness. It's hard to balance. It's a hard balance to strike between projects that want like 50 to 100% markups, which seems a bit greedy, versus projects to get slim to no margins. Yeah. I also agree with that too. So many influencers just renting out luxury stuff, running on negative margins to make it look like they've got it made. Yeah. I mean, I used to talk about this more, and maybe I should talk about this more, but it's like I've always said too, guys, like, obviously you don't believe everything you see online. Good and sad stuff, like, it's a tough conversation sometimes, but there's just a lot of people who trick you into things. And then the second part of that too is, you know, it's, if you ever feel the need, because what people do sometimes online is they'll make their lifestyle seem so good so they can get engagement from that, or like, you know, the opposite, so they get engagement. And then there's always like a sell on something, whether it's advertisements or a product that they want to get. And I find a lot of it these days, truthfully, is like courses and stuff still, unfortunately, or just here's how I did it type things. If you guys ever feel the need to kind of get into one of those courses, there are so many better and free ways to talk about, you know, career goals and stuff like that. You don't need to buy someone's course for that, because that's ever at best, even if it's a decent like story on how they made it, that's one person's perspective on how they made it, which 90% of the time is selling you the course. So if you guys ever feel like the need to do that, just talk to your peers, talk to other people, like talk to your friends, get advice from people in your life. That's how Neo runs. They have 5% bet margins at best. That's why they're freaked out when the tariffs got first announced. Yeah, but they have scale. They can sell you a lot. And they do a good job with their marketing and stuff. But yeah, I agree with that, Pancake. I think this is the perfect set for this, by the way. Hold on, where's my page up and page down? Is this the right profile? No, that's not it. Page down, page up right here. So cancel my how to be an alpha male course. Got it? Maybe. All right. What do you guys think? Do we like this? How does it look? Resident, please tell me you're buying this set for the board. Please. This looks so good, dude. Oh, so good. Yeah, this is like the perfect set for this. I gotta take a few photos of this even for Riley. This is... Oh, dude, I gotta fix my camera. Give me 1 second. Let's piss me off. How did I knock this over? Sorry, guys. Just deal with me for a moment here. Better. Earthquake? Yeah, my bad. The orange weight man, holy shit. This is perfect. This literally looks like it was meant for this set. Truth be told. Dude. Hold on, let me move these containers out of the way because they're shaking on my desk and it's bothering me. 1 second, guys. All right. Let's give this little typing test. This is MX2As. Filmed with Deskies. Lubed with GS2. And done with 60 gram slow... Or is it 60 gram? Let me triple check. I put them all in a bag for resident here. Yeah, 60 gram Sprit Springs. Extreme 2 slows. Ooh, this is a nice balance here. Show notepad screen? Can we get a timeout on Maui's? I'm joking, Maui. I love you. What do you guys think? It's nice, right? To see the mods. Hold me. Yeah, the enter's a bit weak, but I wonder if it... Maybe I need to swap out the switch, which I probably will. Enter in caps? No, caps sounds fine. I mean, caps doesn't have stabilizers, so it's just a normal switch. Yeah, it sounds like a bad switch, unfortunately. It sounds like... Maybe you guys can't hear, but it sounds like perhaps the switch got a little bit...
It's a beauty.
Like it has like a defect on it, because it almost feels like a bit tactile. I'm probably going to swap that out right now, actually. We'll do it together. Yeah, maybe the film also didn't sit proper in that one. Yeah, it also could not be closed all the way. Let me see. Busted leaf? Yeah, it could be a number of things. Like I said, most likely a bad switch. No, it doesn't look like it's the film. The film's sitting... Oh, not that I can take this out right now. Film's sitting pretty normal there. It doesn't sound over-lubed. No, the alphas are great. I like the backspace. The shift is good too. Yeah, it could also be a weird spring. You can only ever tell when you put them inside keyboards, so... Let's just fix it now. Numpad sound test. Done. Done. And it bad time? Are we? Every day we stray further away from Sunday photos. No, we're gonna do it. We might not get through all of it today, but we'll do some. We'll do like some time frame of it. Jesus, that cap went flying. Alright, let's unscrew this. Kohaku is really easy to build, so taking this apart is actually kind of a breeze. Alex moved Sunday to censor it. You just need to look at it. Oh my god. No, we'll look at it. We'll look at it, dude. Please. See, this, you know, it doesn't even sound like this switch. Maybe the the keycap wasn't properly seated? Hold on, I think the keycap just wasn't properly seated, guys. Yeah, it sounds... I just don't think it was properly seated. I just probably had to take it off and on. Although I am going to tune up the spacebar a little bit. Yeah. Still quiet, but better. Let me just tune up the spacebar here. Yeah, I think it's just literally seating of the keycap. Hold up. Is that one Kohaku that was given away a while ago? No. Well, actually, I don't know. Was this given away somewhere? I have no idea. Also, hi, Sydney. Cindy, how you doing? Was this given away? I'm not sure. Oh, did I say spacebar? I meant enter key. Oh, yeah, it's perfect now. Yeah, it was just the way it was seated, I guess. It happens. Oh, it was a giveaway from Lubed a while ago? Oh, this is a giveaway. Okay, I didn't know. Made its way to Canada, then I bought it? Hell yeah. I knew it looked familiar. Yeah, much better. No, Lubed is gone, basically. If not, then I would not shop from them. Very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Sounds, dude, it sounds super, super good. I am extremely happy with the way this turned out. Damn. So it's brain melting. I love it. Thank you, Alex. Yeah. Here's the back again if you guys want to see it. Here's the... I mean, this is technically the back here, but here's the bottom. Back and the bottom. Dude, it goes with this keycap set perfectly. Like, look at this. Like, this is just a cool angle to look at both the orange on the keycaps and the board. It's perfect for this. It's so nice. What happened to Lubed? The TLDR is they suck and they're gone, basically. That's all. To go into detail, Ice Water, I wouldn't do the story justice. Yeah, this is the perfect board, or a perfect set for this board, I think. They just go in tandem. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Resident, I hope you are too. Yeah, Lubed is too long of a story. I want to tell you guys and give you guys story time, but we'd be here forever. Dude, I'm telling you, GS2 Lube, this has been like my favorite. For some reason, I find it specifically with cherry switches. Like anything scratchier, I find the 2.0 is great, but I get like a deeper, almost bassier vibe from the GS2 Lube, and I feel like I'm using less lubricant as well. Like I feel like I can stretch out the GS2 Lube more than I can the 205. I don't recommend this for stabilizers. I've tried. I don't love it for stabs, but this is like fantastic for switches. Been loving this, dude. I mean, this is it here. It's a little less thicker Like, it's not as thick as 205 in my humble opinion, but it's it kind of like goes on deceptively heavy too, so you've got to be a little bit thinner with it. But I feel like it's right in between it's right in between like Tribosis and 205G0. So it's like perfect for someone who doesn't love thin lube, but also doesn't like love 205. I would say it's still a little thicker than 3203, or maybe a little bit more like viscous than 3203 for sure. I do film my Nixies, yes. All right, shall we look at some submissions from you guys? I feel like that's what everyone's been wanting to do. It's been the thing. I've tried Tribosis 3203 and 3204. I think I still have batches of them. Like, I don't really use it as much as I used to. Okay, let's go to... Where is it? Photo area for Sunday. Protagonist and Geist? Oh, off the top of my head? Not really. I mean, there's really out there industrial ones like the Icebreaker, but like those two particular boards, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let me start sharing my screen here. Give me a moment, guys. Also, I need to disable streamer mode. Server settings. Oh no, I need to go to... How do I do this again? User settings. One sec, guys. While I get this set up. Streamer mode. Just turn it off. Okay. So, now we have to share screen. Photo area for Sunday. Okay. Now if I open up this. Okay, perfect. We're good. Is everyone ready to go for this? Actually, if I do this, is it still... Okay, this is pretty nice. All right. Okay, he pull up. So first up, we're going to look at some submissions from you guys. We'll do this for as long as we can, and then I think there's a lot of submissions that I've just been really behind on, and I apologize. So let's go to Discord. This is Lane's. I believe this is on the Cappy. Okay, he pull up. Beautiful, beautiful cherry red for this Cappy. Very beautiful. Forg got the Noland. This board's absolutely insane. I'm so curious as to what Forg built this with. So we're about a month behind. We'll take better pictures. Is this a Gundam? Whoa! Designed and made this board last year, but never took proper pictures. Whoa! Wait, I really like this shape. Was this ever sold? I really like this shape. I want to see more like photos about this board. It looks like they even have like a cork bottom on this too. Yeah, it kind of does like a capsule, but like just a little bit more refined. Yeah, okay. I need to message this person, and I'm kind of curious. It does look expensive. Like, look at this profile, though. That's so nice. Yeah, I want to see more pictures of that. I did my first hand-wired build. Congrats, Iced. Always an accomplishment for these. I've only done like 3 of these ever, and every single time I do them, I'm like, this was an accomplishment. A proper repair, although I dropped my screw I'm holding in the picture. It took me 45 minutes to find it. Wait, what screw? Oh, dude, fuck that. I would just consider that shit lost. I'm glad you fixed it, though, Zanny. Derivative with some modern materials concrete. This is really nice. Actually, this is a good pairing. This is a very good pairing for this keycap set. Very, like, exaggerated, undertoned, whatever you want to call it. Like, understated keycaps with a very loud keyboard. I like that in it. Again, same kind of color scheme. Love this. Actually, this is really nice too. This is very clean photo. Extremely clean photo for this. Very pretty. Love, love, love to see that. Since it's Sunday and still no Alex stream, decided to make some memes. Oh, is this the Sunday we didn't stream? What are these? Angry. It's been 3 days since I've seen Alex. Oh, this is when I went to Novelty's headquarters. Oh my god, dude. This is when I went to the NK. Well, I'm glad someone made memes. That's funny. Oh my god, dude. Okay, you guys are too cute right now. Thank you so much. Give that a little heart. Bro, I can't even fucking read this one. Oh my god, dude. Never felt a meme more. Oh my god, bro. Thank you, guys. Ice, what's this? Is this the hand-wired build still? Or is it a different one? Oh, this is the same one, I think, right? All done. Also, does anyone know what... Oh, I guess something happened there with Iced. Salvation I built on my stream. First time trying to photograph Keebs. I think you did a pretty good job. My only tip... I don't know if Boney's watching this. My only tip for you is, do you see how the light is reflecting off the keycap? There's two ways you could go about doing this. Don't shoot into the reflection of the light. So find a better way to position the light. Typically, the way you'd want to do it. So let's kind of go to... Let me just unshare this for a second. The way to do this is, see how my camera is coming from here? Don't put the light on the opposite side. Put the light either on this side, horizontally, or coming from this way. So typically I would just do it like this, so you don't shoot into the reflection and have all those glare on the keycaps. But I mean, like, dude, this is still good. Still real good. Because or else, like, the keycaps almost have this, like, weird, unnatural shine to them. But no, this is nice. He recently got an XT20, so he's probably got a CPL now. Yeah, polarizing filter is the other way you can go. It'll cut most of the reflection. Although sometimes it does look a little unnatural. Huge tip he just gave y'all. Clip that. Luther knows. Yeah, but otherwise it looks unnatural. Like, this to me kind of looks like the caps have like a weird like wash to them. But yeah, you learn that as you're kind of taking pictures. What's this, Narc? Arc is so good, dude. I'm still blown away that they decided to not run this keyboard more. Like, I still don't get why. This could have been their bread and butter keyboard. Like, they could have just sold this keyboard and ran other projects. I don't get it. Oh my god, those are those Syracuse keycaps. God, you know, I was this close to buying these at one point, but I just couldn't get into them myself. They look cool on this board, though. I like it. It looks neat. Gion family photo. Wait, what did play again? God damn, that's a lot of keyboards. Rich. I don't even know which ones all these are. But god damn. Did I do this one here? I know I built a red one. I think that was actually for Kilo, not for Keep Science. I know I did a red one for someone. But god damn. That is a lot of niceness in one photo. Move concrete to the Encore? Oh, that's nice. I wouldn't have thought to do this. This looks really good. Encore's so pretty, bro. Bro did my red one like last week. I also did your red one like last week too, Fried. I know I did an all red one. Someone got... Okay, the reason why I said that, Fried, is because someone, I think it was Kilo, did a red based off Tim Hortons. They got it painted. I think it was an F1. But that was a while ago. What's this? My little gang of keyboards. I love seeing these. You got an NK Classic. I don't know what this is. This looks so familiar, this particular one with that little badge. I just don't remember what it's called. And I don't know what this one here is. But I like the keycaps and all these. This is cool, this bottom keycap set. The Lumen Key, that's what it is, yeah. Lumen Key's so good. Happy International Polar Day, my Bear 65 and Cub 65. The Bear also, amazing, amazing keyboard. They should do another run of the Bear, I feel. So cute. What do we got here? More pics of the Bower, but with my camera. Oh, so you got... This is with the camera now. I don't know. I feel like these are the same-ish. Yeah, I would still, like I said, if Boney ever watches his back, just don't shoot into the reflection. A few other shots. Some little... I don't know why this always takes forever to load. Maybe we just can't do these right now. Wait, what? On your back porch? That's so sick. I wish I got like a... Is this a Falcon, I assume? That's so cool. Whoa! What a nice photo this is. What a cool chair. Hawk? Is it a hawk? I don't know. Damn, this is a nice picture. I really like this. Zoom 75X Earth Tones. Cool photo. And it with his Encore. Love it. Classic. Whoa! Hold up, this is sick. First post, first 40? Is this all patina? Did you do this yourself or something? Yeah, is this the Heishin 40? Interesting. I really like this. Just some paint? Is this yours, Cheese? Oh, it is yours. This is paint? Dude, it literally looks like you patinaed this or something. So wait, what was the process of you doing this? Was this just like randomly applied, or did you have like a method to kind of give it this cool texture almost? A sponge? Yeah, it could almost be a sponge too. It's so cool, man. I think the company is Modern Masters. Interesting. This is cool as fuck. Yeah, that was such a nice thing to look at there. Kodak Gold on Olympus and ooh. Kodak Gold, I love the colors that come out of Kodak Gold. I know it's not for everyone. Most people prefer Portra, but I think Kodak Gold is more my thing. I'm addicted to Severance. Everyone go watch it. Also, Peep Bad reference renders of a Severance board that I'm designing. I'd be careful with putting anything that has to do with the show on the board itself. But super cool. I have yet to watch the show. But that is freaking awesome. Ooh, this is nice too. Very, very nice. I love the color of this board. Yeah, the lighting on this is doing it so much justice. Damn, okay. What kind of... Whose lightsaber is this? Is this Obi-Wan's? Or Luke's or something? I don't know, it's a red lightsaber. I don't know which lightsaber this is. Vader? Is it Vader's? I don't remember. My lightsaber knowledge is at an all-time low. Had to run out to lunch. Here's some more of this morning. Ooh, look at these artisans. Dude, the lighting was perfect for you for these. I really think these are great lighting on these photos. Gargle with his board. The Agar. Nice. I'm still hoping that more EC units get opened up for the Agar. Vader, thanks. It's nice. It's really nice, Steffi. I like this. The board's cool too. I got sidetracked by the lightsaber, but the board's super nice. The color scheme is perfect for this. So it's like good and bad, you know? Holy unread messages? Oh, on the side? Guys, don't look at that. Hold on, don't look at my unread messages. Please. How do I hide them from you guys? I can't, but just don't look at them, okay? Here, just do this. Just ignore them. Just ignore them, dude. My OCD, dude, I stopped caring a long time ago. You know, Why I stopped... Let me tell you guys the real story, okay? I can't really show you guys this because this is pointless. It's the whole screen. I have 79 missed text messages. Okay? There are 79 messages missed on my text messages. I have not actually missed any. For some reason, it's glitched out to say 79. But everything's red. At one point, I even deleted every conversation I had with someone. Like, just everything in my inbox for texts. But beats me. I have no idea why. Shame it's not glitched to say 69. No, I mean, it keeps going up. It used to say like 68 or something, but now it's gone up. Me throwing my camera at the wall until something good comes out? Bro, you did not throw this against the wall. You took photos with it. You're a liar, first of all. Who said this? Cheese? First of all, you did not throw this camera against your wall. You were taking photos. I like the color of... We have the same scissors, bro. The titanium scissors. I know these scissors. We have the same... I like this color scheme. This is cool. Cheese is a dirty liar. Wow. The cheese is not real. Confirmed. I said it, bro. I pointed out every time. My memory's bad, bro. Mod? What happened here? Aki's Viking? Interesting. I mean, the photos are super nice for this. I like the texture that you captured. I'm still very skeptical of Aki's. I had such a bad experience with them that one time that they sent over some caps that I have just not gotten over my experience with them. They've reached out since. I'm glad you got a sponsored collab, McClacky. If you go watch, I have a review video on the Aki stuff. And my review ended up saying in the video that if they released a tool to adjust the stems, these would be really cool. And they said, yeah, we're going to be shipping people a tool with the keycaps. And that never happened. And people got keycaps with bad stems that would just like literally fall off. And then if you tried to adjust it with their special tool, it would just snap the keycaps. So I issued like a little thing saying they didn't fulfill this promise. Like, I don't recommend them, but I don't know if they've changed or they've gotten better over time. But for me, I've just always been a bit wary of Aki's. Oh, so nice, dude. Hamburglar, these are such good photos. This is giving like beach vibes, bro. I am in love with the lighting you did here too. So good, dude. Is this natural lighting or did you just do regular schmegular like lights? Dude, I've seen some of his other pictures and he is so good at this. Yeah, this is like warm and cozy. I love the theming of these, bro. Also, great board. Great board. 8x8 diff with a fill card. Oh, so it is natural lighting. Yeah, because it almost looks... It's like... So you can tell when it's natural because the lighting's not extremely harsh. But yeah, this is so good, dude. Very, very awesome shots. Can you show off that little ergo board you have? This guy? If it wants to focus. It's the Alex 40. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Arc 60, again, love me the Arc. The Arc is so good. So good, ain't it? Whoa! Some aquarium tunnel. I haven't been to an aquarium in a while. Gradient PC is so nice. Alex as a child, yeah, my little 40. This is a nice photo too. I like the capturing of detail here. The lighting's really good on this too. You can see the dimension of the keycap. Good job. I like this. Also, great keyboard. Great set to go with it too. I mean, going downtown to the Ripley's Aquarium is kind of expensive, so... Oh, this is a nice photo. Who did this? Bouquet Bob? This is nice. Very nice soft light too. I don't know why this has turned into a photo critique, but this is really pretty. Love the details you've captured. Yeah, this is nice. Very awesome, dude. Keycult Zero built with modded cherry. Actually, before I go to this one here, I also want to say that I really enjoy people who are not afraid to leave contrast in their photos, but also not overdo it. I think, you know, in photography, one thing that's been like just not my flavor anymore. Like, I don't love it. But obviously, you guys can do whatever you want. I don't like people. I guess not people. I don't like the style of crushing the shadows to the point where it almost looks like, you know, this faux kind of like weird film effect, but not really film. I just like people who leave photos like as natural as they come. I think this is so good for photos like this. Let's take a look at Bonies. Very cool, very cool. I wish I got this set. I can still order it. It's a nice set. Cycle 7 featuring GMK Olive. Excellent pairing. Excellent, excellent pairing. GMK Olive is such a good set. I've been into the olive colors these days. From 2024 to 2005. Was just taken like on New Year's Day or something. Oh, did I say 2005? 2025. Guys, don't make fun of me. It's been a long morning. Icebreakers. Mint. Arc not mentioned? No, Arc has been mentioned. Very nice pictures. Walking around the office and the moon was crazy. That is a bright moon. Did you guys end up watching that whole solar eclipse or whatever it was? What's this? It's gonna blow my eardrums out. 0.65. This is nice, ain't he? I don't know if it's coming out clearly for you guys, but it's nice. Damn, we're doing sound tests today. Ooh, that's clean too. Oh, is that using different microphones? I need to start doing that too. I think that's so smart. DNA posted this, which is, I think this was GMK 8008 on a Bauer light. This is GMK. This is GMK. I don't know if 8008 was ever released as a PBT set, actually. Very nice, DNA. Another 2024 to 2025. I do like this style. I think the use of the cooler temperature here made this pop. I think this is nice. Some more Fuji dumps. I don't know why it struggles. I think when you guys upload the full thing, it struggles to render sometimes during streams. Is it gonna render? Yeah. Oh, this is definitely the full file. Then if it's 4,000 by 6,000. Oh, there's one more. I crop these days. I just crop everything to like max 3,000 pixels. Damn. Yeah, I remember this picture. I think you've posted this once. I like the use of negative space. It's cool. I soldered alt to the wrong spot. Bro. I get that. I've done this more times than I'd like to admit. But I get that, bro. I really do get that. Rookie? Damn, Gargle. Dune X GMK Classic Retro Zuyan. I swear bro just copies me. And it is actually #1 biggest biter, bro. It looks super good though, and it's super, super good. It's a running joke in case you guys are being like, Alex is being mean to Anna again. What do we got here? Hey, look at this one. I think I looked at this one here. W1AT plateless, novel keys, cream launch editions, Duroc .15 films, Duroc V2s. Some crossing out here. I don't know what's going on. EBT white on black. Hey, yo. This is how Tim tells me he wants to see me sometimes. He wants to see me like that. He told me to work out. I said, no, thank you. Very, very cool. America ass? Damn. I'm actually like just distracted by what's going on in the background here. I love it. It's great. What keycap is this? This guy right over here. This tiny little one. No, that's not Taylor Lautner. I think that was oh geez, Robert Pattinson. Let's see, what do we got here? Dune 65. Probably my favorite keyboard right now. It turned out so good. I was really happy with the board. This is such a cool shot too. You know, I have to admit, you guys who've done this. This is not the first time someone who's done this. You guys are so brave. You guys are actually so brave. I would have a heart attack putting the keyboard down on a rock. But I wholeheartedly appreciate your guys' commitment to the photo. Yeah, I would never. Like, you use a protector. Was there protection underneath this? Let's see. Oh, you're right. I think there might be actually something underneath this. Pro moved a bit of cloth. Actually was there? I don't even know now. Who knows? But these are such cool photos. You killed it with this Immortal. 889, thank you so much for the prime.
Alexotos
I appreciate
wave.
you, man. Thank you, dude. Dude, everyone just posting their dunes. Oh, I was wondering what was happening there. Very, very nice, Fried. Love that. The dune turned out so good. Ooh. Damn, Annette. W1s? This guy legitimately copied my build. That's crazy. Re-upload it for better quality? Let's see this. That looks like underwater for some reason. That's so nice. This last one is so good. I love this picture. I think it's the light in the background. It gives it some more dimension. I have to sneeze. At least I thought I did. Fuck, I hate when that happens. Alright. Getting some classy photos in here. Wait, what is this? Alice Proto by Bull with full raw alu in Damascus. Damn. Damn, Bull. This looks... How much was the Damascus weight? I'm always, every time I see Damascus anything, I'm like, this probably is going to cost an arm and a leg. Also, a concrete block. I love that. Love this picture, oh honey. The way is Uzumaki build. It looks really good. Like, look at the detail. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is super cool. Bull's been holding out on us. Very clearly he has. Yeah, usually Damascus anything is kind of pricey, so... I mean, this is super nice, though. Congrats on the build. Parcel from Kibio arrived. Oh, I've had one of these, too. These are cute. These are fun to build. Time to solder. Hey, yo, look at this. You guys are doing some cool projects right now. Okay, you know what, guys? Just because I don't post in a while doesn't make this a discussion channel. Or don't read this in a while. Elk 1. The stickers. Very nice. I like the color of this, too. It's different. Had a longer day than usual shooting from shotgun. Don't critique your CPL filter. Wait, what happened? Shooting from shotgun. I don't know what that means exactly. Oh, from like driving from the car? In the car, okay. Ooh, that's cool. What camera were you using that you need to use a polarizing filter for this? Oh, you mean polarizing from the The reflection of the window. I thought you were using the polarizing filter to kind of block some light or something. I mean, you corrected these decently enough, I'd say. It's also tinted, so it's... Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I want to go out now and do something like this. I've been wanting a nice, decent, sunny day to go walk around and take some pictures, but I can't even do that. I feel like it's just impossible these days. What happened? Did something break? Your advice was helpful. The keys were not in the row. I'm glad you guys helped each other out. Thanks for the advice. That was awesome. All right. How far do we have a few more. I like your tablecloth. I love it so much, actually. So much character. I love it. I don't know if this is a tablecloth or a table or what's going on here, but it's super cute. Also, the keyboard's awesome, too. Ooh. Very red. Very red. I love it. I love the commitment to the red here, dude. Damn. I don't know nothing about cars. Is this a nice car? I'm very bad with vehicles. 2 pics from the antique store. Oh, I can see someone's been liking his Fuji camera. Another weekend outing. Very cute, very cute. Oh wow, this is actually really pretty. I can only imagine this on a sunny day too, Cheese Man. Dude, I feel it. I honestly, whenever I go out and we do anything now, it's on cloudy days, and this is how half my photos turn out, and I'm like, I wish there was sun. Damn, where were you going? Oh, from Barrie? Yesterday? This isn't Barrie? Did it snow up there? Another friend took this in Markham this morning. Bro, maybe I just like... Downtown did not get that cold yesterday. It was like sort of chilly, but when it rained, it wasn't frozen or anything. But that's pretty wild, to be honest. Found a pic I took from 2013 during the last big ice storm. Bro, are you sure this was an ice storm? I think it might have been raining like baseballs or something. That's like destructive looking. How did this even happen? Was it just too much weight on the trees or something? I think that's a kaiju attack. Yeah, that's... Damn, that is actually crazy. Where was this, Keep Science, if you don't mind me asking? It's crazy to see basically every tree destroyed. The street hasn't looked the same. I can imagine. Trees make all the difference when it comes to like a lane. Damn. So this wasn't even too far off from like the core. Holy shit. This was 2013? I don't remember this happening. Mind you, the place I used to live in didn't have a lot of trees. So... Harvesting vintage MX Blacks from a 50-year-old, or I guess an old wise 50 Terminate, not 50-year-old. Also planning to refurb the entire board. Harvesting can be kind of nerve-wracking sometimes. Also, I love your setup, man. I love seeing your guys' setups, by the way. I don't know if you guys ever want to post more of them, but... Super cool. Elk one. Let's see what we got here. Little matrix board. This is a 2.0? I think it's a matrix, right? Corduroy bread hat. We love it. That's not red. What did I say was red? The setups are posted in setups. True, we do have a setups channel. Wait, this is a nice color scheme. Damn, I really fucking like this. Olive mixed with like a brown keyboard. That is so nice. Yeah, this is olive dark. I'm assuming so anyways. This looks really good. I will admit though, I think olive definitely has... I think this photo is definitely leaning to being a bit stylized. But like, dude, this is so fucking nice. Olive on a branch, yeah. This is so pretty. I love this Jishi. This is by far, I think, one of the nicest color schemes I've seen today. Diamond Polished Cherry Black on PP. Neo 75 CU? God, this color is so awesome for this board too. This looks so good. Leica picks. Let's see. Dean's really been enjoying his camera. That's cool. Very, very cool. Film definitely has a nice vibe. Ooh, an origami? Red origami. Oh, that's actually interesting. I like what you did there with the sonnet accent. Which is this Shikigami? No, this isn't Shikigami. This is a different one. That's the older one there. Eva, whatever it is. 02, Mecha 01, whatever it is, yeah. Not Eva, Mecha. That was nice. I really like this. It turned out super good. Venom 60 HC I did for a professional Valorant player. Congrats on that. It does look good. Nice and simple. Probably works just as great. Very nice. Yeah, this is an origami. Let's see. Meridian with Darling. Very nice. Darling does look good on like a silver keyboard. Seasons changing. Oh, these are going to be some cute photos. Oh, they are cute photos. He really needed something lightweight to bring to tourneys. I mean, that makes sense. Beautiful pictures. These are really, really pretty. Love this. Running out of space for keep stuff and plants. Let's see this. Oh, I love this. This is such a great vibe. You can tell this room is well loved and like just the passions are crazy in this room. I love this. I love seeing how organized it is too. Yeah, it's so cozy. I prefer rooms like this than rooms that are like I like lived in spaces. I hate spaces that just have like personal preference, obviously. I personally do not like spaces that are like nothing, like they kind of feel sterile. I love seeing lived in spaces. There's just so much character and everywhere you look there's just something. So no, my desk is not sterile. It is full of junk. I'm actually waiting to put things back on the wall because I'm gonna spray paint the IKEA pegboard, and then I want to hang a really big print of one of my photos that I'm really proud of. But I don't know how big I want to do it, or if I want to do multiple. But I'm waiting to do my next step here. Let's see. This is cute too. Nice little Corsa with GMK Kaiju. Very nice. Dude, honestly, I get it, bro. The phone cameras, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're poo. Family of Tofus. Oh, you know, actually, one sec. It is kind of cool that you're even able to do a small capture of it. What camera did you try using, Meme God? This is cool. What's this one at the bottom? Is that all brass one? How I spend my Sundays? Looking at the back of my head. Thank you, guys. Ardang? What's this? Ooh, are these fresh? Did you just get these? They look fresh. I think they're fresh, right? Yeah, you said new tat. Okay, I didn't even see that. Super, super awesome. Okay. We're going to pin it right here. I know some people are... okay, we'll do one more. Never mind. Just outside... what's this? Outside Brooklyn, tuning into Alex's stream. This is like imposing. Very imposing photo. Oh, very nice. I love this keycap set. Honestly, it's just soft and looks so good. We're going to pin it here, actually. Oh my goodness. No, we're looking at this one next time. That's a cool Digimon. You guys like this Digimon? It's just... this is a good blend of Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! So... Wait. This is a good blend of the Digimons and the Yu-Gi-Ohs. Yeah. If you really want to sound a little older, you got to say the. The Pokemons are so good in this. Alright, guys. I think that's pretty much it for today's stream. I thought that was a Powerpuff Bear. Damn. Did you see the Neo posted the copper quality using the Neo CU series in Discord? Can you check that as well? I saw them talk about that. I wish they had let us know that. Like, I have a kind of a gripe with that, to be honest, because that was brought up in conversation, like, during the Neo CU 75. And, like, why did we not get that info until now? So, it would have been nice for them to kind of, like, disclose that, because people were curious and people were asking questions. So, I'm a little bit, not annoyed, but, like, it just would be nice if they disclosed. No, it's not bad quality at all. It's great quality. Just would be cool to see if, you know, they were being more transparent when people were asking the questions. So, can we get a quick and dirty of what's going on? Because I didn't see. Oh, they basically are making it like the copper's good quality. It's just no one knew. We just kind of were making assumptions on like how something can be cheap. It is definitely more orange, which is interesting. So there's still something's going on there, but the claim is that it's good copper. I don't think they cared until everyone kept talking about it. Yeah, actually, dude, that board that we got, the one that we thought was teal, apparently that's navy. To this, I still disagree. I do not think that looks like the navy on the website. In fact, I still think it leans more teal. But apparently people were finding that very confusing, which I get because I was also confused. But it is the navy, which I still find hard to believe, but it is what it is. Yeah, that was the navy unit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, it was so in between that it could have been either or. But yeah, that's pretty much the stream, everybody. We will be on it tomorrow. Let me actually tell you guys tomorrow's schedule here. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the day today. A little bit of a longer stream, but I promise you guys those Sunday photos. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a JO2 from Prototypist. So that's a client build. April 1st, I'm not going to let you guys know what's going on. The Fee 65, Fee or Fi? I still have to ask Clever. We're doing Clever's keyboard on April 2nd. And then on Thursday, we're doing... Wait, why did we not have a Sunday stream? Maybe I'll move one of these to Sunday, or maybe, like I said, maybe we'll do the Lucky 65. But we're doing a derivative on Thursday. There is... And then actually the week after we have a bunch of cool things. But there's only one prototype this week, being the 65. So... Alright guys, let's go find someone to raid, shall we? Let's go find someone to hang out with. No, it's being pushed back. It didn't come in time, unfortunately. Bull's live? Let's go raid that Bull guy. April 1st is definitely Manta. Oh no, we're not doing either one of those. Alright, let's go raid Bull. You guys have a good one. Who's Bull? Some guy. Maybe never heard of him, but some guy. He's pretty nice. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, well, hopefully my Discord commands, or not Discord, my stream commands work and we can do another giveaway or something tomorrow, but... One more typing test. There you guys go. Alright guys, you guys have a good one. Love you, and see you guys very soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye everybody.